Chapter 3, Lights, Camera, Action Hero. After hanging up his posing trunks in 1975, Arnold wasn't planning on chilling out and collecting dust. Oh no, the guy was already scheming his next big move, taking over Hollywood. The dream was as bold as ever. He didn't just want to be in movies, he wanted to be a movie star, and not just any star, the kind of star whose name alone sells tickets. But let's be real for a second. Hollywood in the 70s wasn't exactly rolling out the red carpet for a muscle-bound Austrian guy with a thick accent and a last name longer than most screenplays. Casting directors basically took one look at Arnold and thought, cool body, but can he act? Spoiler alert, early on? Not really. Arnold's first big role was Hercules in New York, 1969. And when I say big, I mean a big old mess. They didn't trust his voice enough to let him keep it in the final cut, so they dubbed it over with some random dude who sounded more like a game show host than a demigod. The result? Pure comedy, just not the kind anyone intended. But here's the thing about Arnold. He doesn't quit. Where most people would have thrown in the towel and gone back to flexing in front of European audiences, Arnold doubled down. He took acting lessons, worked on his accent, and studied the craft like he'd studied bodybuilding. He knew that success wasn't just about talent, it was about persistence and positioning. His big break came in 1977 with Pumping Iron. Now, this wasn't your typical movie. It was a documentary about the world of competitive bodybuilding, but let's be honest, it was really an Arnold Schwarzenegger charm fest. The film showcased not just his physique, but his larger-than-life personality. Arnold wasn't just lifting weights, he was lifting expectations. He made bodybuilding look not just impressive, but downright cool, and Hollywood started to notice. Then, in 1982, came the moment that changed everything. Conan the Barbarian. Now, if you've never seen this movie, let me break it down for you. It's basically Arnold running around shirtless with a sword, fighting bad guys, and delivering lines like, "Crush your enemies, see them driven before you, and hear the lamentations of their women." Absolute gold. Conan wasn't just a hit, it was a smash. Audiences couldn't get enough of Arnold, and suddenly, the guy who'd been laughed out of casting rooms was Hollywood's hottest new action star. But here's where Arnold really started to shine. Most actors would have played it safe, sticking to what worked. But Arnold? He knew he wasn't just selling muscles, he was selling a brand. He leaned into what made him different. His unique look, his accent, and his ability to make even the cheesiest one-liners sound epic. And then came 1984, The Terminator. Let's take a moment for this one. Arnold wasn't even the first choice for the role. Originally, the studio wanted him to play Kyle Reese, the hero, but after meeting with director James Cameron, it became clear that Arnold was the Terminator. Think about it. A nearly unstoppable, emotionless killing machine. Yeah, that's basically Arnold's workout routine in movie form. The Terminator wasn't just a hit, it was a cultural phenomenon. The line, "I'll be back," became iconic, and Arnold went from action star to superstar. From there, it was a greatest hits parade. Commando, 1985, where Arnold takes down an entire army by himself. Predator, 1987, because who else could face off against an alien hunter with dreadlocks and win? Total Recall, 1990, where Arnold proves he can do sci-fi and blow our minds at the same time. And let's not forget Kindergarten Cop, 1990, where he proved that even muscle-bound action heroes can nail comedy. What made Arnold special wasn't just his ability to blow stuff up on screen, it was his charisma. He had this rare gift of making you believe he was having the time of his life, whether he was battling robots or wrangling kindergartners. By the mid-90s, Arnold wasn't just a movie star, he was an institution. His name was synonymous with big-budget blockbusters, and he'd proven that you didn't need to fit Hollywood's mold to become its king. But, as always, Arnold wasn't content to stay in one lane. While most actors would have ridden the action wave into retirement, Arnold was already plotting his next big pivot. Because if there's one thing this guy's career teaches us, it's that the game doesn't stop until you say it does. So, next time you're thinking about backing down because the odds don't look great, just remember, Arnold went from that guy with the weird accent to the guy who made action movies cool. If he can conquer Hollywood, what's stopping you from conquering Leg Day?